All right, I brought my detective again, the best guy. Last time we did roast beef sandwiches. You're looking at a guy who once ate 50 baked clams in one sitting. I think, yeah, bro. Ooh. National champion. Baked clams now.
Yeah, how many do you think you can do?
Maybe 24.
I had 14 on Christmas Eve without even breaking a sweat. 7 baked clams, if you keep it count. 7. We're a little bit ahead of schedule, 16. I'm way ahead. Yeah, we're going for the house record regardless. 30.
50? It's a lot.
So impressive, Rico. Taking years off your life and smelling like garlic for what, at least like 2 days? His wife's not gonna fuck up. No way. None.
If anyone knows how to eat clams, Stu.
You put away some baked clams in your day?
One of my biggest indulgences. I love it.
Nothing like Christmas Eve baked clams.
I love it. Like, there's a few things that I say to myself when I'm thinking about my favorite foods when you have them at their peak. A ball of fresh mozzarella, a crab cake, good deli roast beef. Baked clam is right up there for me. Like a good peak, fantastic baked clam is high up there for me. And that's what I think we're going to find today. Like Rico just said, a lot of places you think Brooklyn, you think like Lenny's, you maybe think Red Dazzle's, you think of the Brooklyn spots. But today we're Don Pepe, of course Don Pepe's. But today we're sticking to Manhattan. We're going to go to Little Italy, so let's do it.
We're in the heart of Little Italy, setting up for San Gennaro. It should be a blast. We're gonna go to
Umberto's
Clam House, literally right behind us.
And then Cafe Napoli, right next to it.
We're gonna see who's got the best baked clam in New York. So what goes into a good baked clam for you?
My biggest thing, I like a lot of juice. I want to make sure there's a lot of juice. I want to have juice when it's served. I want to have juice pouring on the edge that you could pour onto it as well by yourself. And I don't want it too overdone. I don't like when people do like...
I don't like it too filled.
I don't like meat. People like just to make it almost like a clam casino. That's the last thing I want. I want a classic baked clam, a lot of juice, good lemon. That's it.
All right. What about? Oh.
Okay, so we're sitting down here in Umberto's Clam House. Classic place, very famous place.
I mean, you could just get the penne vodka.
That's so basic.
We
just said a fun mystery item. You're gonna get the penne vodka, which if I'm going to a communion, that's on the prefix menu at a communion.
Yeah, that's the way to go though. Everybody loves penne vodka.
Yeah, that's a peasant take. We're gonna get this squid ink pasta. It's gonna be fantastic. Spicy tomato sauce. I do also want to get a side of the spicy sauce, but baked clams on deck. We'll do the squid ink pasta and just a little dip of my finger into the spicy sauce because why not?
All right, we're in.
It's my show now. And then we're just gonna do a side order of meatballs.
Side of meatballs?
Yeah, can we just get those with the clams as well? Beautiful.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. All right, Glenny, here it is. Set these up. All right, so it looks strong. It doesn't look like it's overbreaded.
My first problem, though, is for one thing I said is I wanted the juice. Even if I push this table back, if I push this plate back, all the juice I got is that little bit.
All right.
So we're very minimal on juice.
Okay.
It's the Sahara Desert over here. So I got a huge lemon in mine by accident. That was because I put the lemon in there. Let's just dive into this. It looks moist enough that I don't need too much juice. I don't love it.
You don't love it?
I don't love it. I think you're right with the not over breading. It needs a little more breading. Like, that's seeing a lot of the clam. Not that I'm anti-clam. That's seeing a lot of the clam for a baked clam. That's more clam than you see at most average places.
All right, so I'm not thrilled with the size of the clam. I think it's small, but that's fucking good flavor.
Mm-hmm. The second bite was better. The second bite was way better. Interesting. I thought those were big clams. Mine was a big motherfucker. Mine was like this big.
You had big ones, I had small ones.
The breadcrumb itself good. It's just the lack of sauce made me kind of sad.
I think it's some good flavor though.
The lemon does it for me. I'm happy with the lemon. As we said earlier, I think this is kind of more of just a good or a bad. I think that's definitely good. It's not a bad baked clam. Right. There's a place in LA, I don't want to say the name of it because I went to it recently, and it's known as like an LA staple, and it was some of the more putrid baked clams I've had in my life. Those are in the bad category. This is a good baked clam. I'm not gonna say I'm stunned. I'm not gonna fall out of my chair, but that's a good baked clam for a little new place.
Well, we're gonna judge it on another place, so we'll see how it goes. I think it was unbelievable.
Are we gonna try these bonus items though?
Yeah, we're gonna try the meatball.
We got a bonus meatball, and we got the hot sauce here, which looks insane, by the way. Look how dark that hot sauce is. That's intimidating. That's a scary tone of red. Let's get this meatball on
Try
here.
a little bit.
Ooh, that cut well.
Yeah, I like it soft.
That cut well.
Not a big meatball guy.
You know, I've always liked it growing up, but recently I've been getting them out more. Just if it's on the menu, 12, 15 bucks, why not just throw it on?
Melts in your mouth.
Once again, I'm not overly impressed.
Okay. Maybe I don't eat as much as you. No shots fired. No shots fired. But I think you eat out more.
This feels a little more to be like a pizzeria meatball. Like, you know, you go to a pizzeria and you go to a little restaurant in
It's
the back.
not the best I've had, but it's good. And it's soft.
How are you with spice?
I'm okay with the spice.
Would you like to try a piece of the hot sauce?
I had a little bit of the hot sauce. I already put it on.
This?
Yeah.
It looks spicy.
It's got a little kick.
I want to try it fully. All right. Apparently this is hot sauce. It looks hot. You can tell how dark just by the color. Let's get a little mixed up on there. Get a little piece right there. That's a meatball with hot sauce there. I think this is sacrilegious. This hot sauce really should be more for dipping like calamari, like a fried calamari, like a fried clam they have on the menu here. I don't think it necessarily goes to the meatballs, so we're kind of fucking up the religion here, but let's do it anyway.
I think it's good. I think the clam was good. Really, really good. I think meatball's okay.
Okay, that's a tolerable hot sauce. That's a good hot sauce. Because I will say, that's a really good hot sauce. This is good to dip bread in.
It's more like a fried Diablo, just thicker.
Yeah,
That's
just
really
thicker.
good.
This is tasty. This is a home run.
That's good.
We still have our bonus item of the week, black linguine.
Black
sauce,
linguine squid ink.
which I'm gonna keep for this. I'm gonna keep this before. This is gonna be great. This hot sauce will be great in that pasta.
All right.
Bosco, are you scared of the black pasta?
A little bit. Galamar looks unbelievable.
Yeah.
Catching that?
Yeah. You know what they say about squid ink pasta? It's got a lot of umami flavor.
What does that mean?
No one knows. It's the fifth. It's like the fifth taste,
Okay.
and no one knows what it is. Like I've asked chefs that I know, like, what is umami? Because like they'll say it all the time on like Food Network and shit. They'll be like, wow, the umami really comes out on that, and all of them don't know what it is. Like I've asked Aaron May, I've asked Christian Petroni, Food Network chefs, star chefs. They're like, dude, we don't even know. It's just when you say something you
something
can't
they
explain
said,
it, it's
yeah.
umami. Brings out that umami flavor. Look at that. That's a beautiful plate.
That is a beautiful plate.
I don't eat too much. Perfect.
There you go.
Look at that
Clean that
bridge.
up, we'll
Look
clean
at
that
that
up.
bridge.
Clean that up. This will be you, my man.
I don't want too big of a pasta diet, but I think I'm gonna take one.
Squid ink is what they call it.
Squid ink pasta. It's got a little umami flavor in it.
It's like
That
regular
pasta's
pasta.
a home run. That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
And cooks perfectly. That's a grand slam.
Fried Galamar, what do you think?
Overrated. I think it's the most overrated appetizer on an Italian menu.
Fried Galamar or regular Galamar?
Fried. I thought you said fried calamari. What do you think?
All right, so now it's time to grade it. This pasta, 1 out of 5.
This dish out of 5, can I go like increments? Can I do like a
Yeah,
3?
you can do a point.
I'm gonna go 3.6 on this.
I'm gonna go 3-4.
Because I would like to reserve 4 to 5s for like incredible life-changing pastas. This is not an incredible life-changing pasta, but this is a solid piece of pasta. I think on the menu it was $28. I'm sad to pound on 3.6, but the pasta itself is great at 3.6. Not the best thing you'll ever have, but it's a fine dish.
Baked clams.
3-1.
I'm gonna go 3-7.
You were thinking 4 there. You
No,
were
I
mumbling the F.
was. It was a really good baked clam.
So you're going 3.6 on that?
3-7.
Okay, 3.7. I'm going 3.1. The meatball we even got a score really.
Yeah, meatball is a bonus.
Yeah, which is a little bonus. Just a
3
little,
flat.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had it. It was a meatball.
But I'm impressed with that little extra dish there. But baked clam itself, indifferent. I'm not going crazy right now. I know Manhattan's not the baked clam capital of New York, so we're not going crazy over it. But I'm going 3-1 on that. And now we got to go right around the block.
Yep. What do you think about this place?
So I don't despise the vibe here. We're here at Cafe Napoli. I think it's kind of clearly maybe a bit of a touristy vibe. I never hate the vibe actually.
It's in Little Italy. It can't be that bad.
I like the old school seats are, and I like they have like the gelato area right in the front there. They're doing desserts, they're doing seafood, they're doing pasta. They got the whole rundown here. Established in 1972, founded by Anna Silvestri as a sidewalk cafe. Started out as a cafe doing coffee and pastry.
Pastries.
Now they have savory, so that's nice. I like a nice little story about that. One thing I will say that worries me, that I don't love, is just having a nice full menu. For there to be a panini on a menu, and I love a panini. No one loves a panini more than this guy.
Okay.
I love paninis, but for a panini to be on a menu, that's kind of off-putting to me.
It's a lunch special.
It's a lunch thing. It's off-putting to me immediately. Yeah, like I don't know if I necessarily want to have a beautiful baked clam from a restaurant that's serving a panini at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Can we do an order of the baked clams?
We're just gonna split it all
that.
together.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Could you possibly have like a side of meatballs?
Side of meatball.
Yeah, can we do like just a side of like 2 meatballs?
You gonna pick this up because you're fucking adding on?
I had 2 meatballs.
You make me lay out for both?
It's your show. If I said, hey, Bosco, come on an episode
I
of
would
Booze
love
and
to.
Burgers, would I be picking up the tab? Yeah. If I said, hey, Bosco, come on Sunday Conversation, are you paying?
I would love to.
One thing I will say, this Diet Coke body
Diet
is their
Coke's better.
Coke.
Hot bread.
Bosco, I think we ate too much at the last place, but so difference in bread immediately. We got a nice focaccia here.
Nice focaccia.
Good. This place is a bakery and a cafe, so the bread better be good. There's no little side of oil.
It's a good focaccia.
I don't good focaccia though. It said it in the menu. This is a bakery. Before was a food place. Should we do an ice cream special since I'm the ice cream guy?
No.
Look at that thing behind you. They got the whole ice cream refrigerator on the street in the sun. It just popped in my head. If you ever a boxer, you know, like in Rocky 6 or Rocky Balboa, they call his opponent Mason the Lion Dixon.
Yeah.
If you were ever a boxer, they should call you Rico the Predicate Bosco. Now stepping into the ring in the blue
not bad.
Rico the Predicate Bosco.
The Predicate is not a bad name.
The Predicate's a good nickname.
It's a good nickname.
Imagine Bosco, he was just a predicate.
That's not a bad nickname.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you. Heavy sauce.
Amazing.
Right there.
Hero.
They look a little more filled, and there's a lot more sauce.
Based
so
off,
I think Glenny's gonna be really
off
excited.
of the eye test, this blows it away.
It does.
This is a blowout. Granted, taste is what matters, but just off sight, this is like, I don't know, Bo Derek opposed to Megan
Well, what's that
Fox.
line Manti Te'o had, and we knew he lost in the locker room? This might have lost in the locker room, walking out of the tunnel.
Yeah,
All right,
this,
let's
like,
dive
this
right
also
in.
may be like some sort of a placebo effect, like they just look so much better, I think they'll taste
They
better.
might be a little too filled. Might be a little too filled.
Off straight look, this is a blowout, a literal blowout. But
Get a little bit of that sauce.
let's get a little sauce on. Yeah, I'm gonna take, and look at that, look at that. Grab this with my fork. And here's what I was talking about earlier. It's lovely how our table's on a little bit of a tilt.
Also,
right
you
here.
get 8, I think, in an
Grab
order
this.
instead of 6.
Yep, look at that.
Right?
Oh, yeah. But wait, let me sauce you up. You get sauced up?
I got sauced up. Give me a little bit more.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Salute. I think this is gonna be a home run. I know what I'm gonna say.
I worry a little bit that it's got too much breadcrumb. It's the only down tick I'm going to give this.
I know what I gotta be.
I need one more.
Straight up off taste, I think this is personally a blowout.
I would say blowout.
More filling.
This is better.
Better depth of flavor. That's a good baked clam. And I don't know if it's off. I mean, once again, I'm also gonna say immediately you can tell if you're trying to shed some lbs. This may be the meal for you. There's a lot of butter. There's a lot of lemon in there. A lot of breading. So it's not the healthiest baked clam in the world. There's definitely way less stuff in the Umberto Clam House baked clam. But you're also coming down to Little Italy. We're in Little Italy. One of the worst per capita places in the country to be if you're not trying to eat like a fatty.
Yeah, exactly.
You shouldn't be worrying about calories in Italy. You got to respect the place where the fatty you are, the cooler you are. I think this is a great baked clam. I'm a big fan of it. I'm going to go on the 4s on that rating. I'm going to go 4.1.
flat. I'm just going flat. Flat.
I'm gonna go with the
It's stronger.
4.1.
I did not expect Umberto's to be, but it's flat. It's better. It's stronger. I'm gonna give it a flat.
And I
4.
also love that you can see the literal shades and cloves of garlic right here in the sauce.
Oh, that's dangerous. You start eating clove of garlic.
Yeah. But,
Stay away if you're gonna eat that.
I think that's a really good baked clam. All right, so this is a little different pasta, kind of similar.
Thicker.
It's supposed to be spicier. This is a bucatini.
I'll tell you what. It's very similar to the hot sauce we had. It's got the hot sauce
Similar.
like baked in.
Also, there's pancetta in here. The pancetta gives it a nice smoky flavor. I think the pasta itself is a little too al dente.
I disagree with that.
I think, like the last place, like Umberto's, that pasta I didn't even have to chew. I could have just slid down my throat, which I enjoyed. This you got to chew a little bit. Not that I hate it. I think it's a good taste. The pancetta makes the difference. The pancetta is the star of the dish.
3.5.
I'm gonna go slightly higher. I'm gonna go 3.8. Actually, yeah, 3.6. 3.8's too close to 4 territory. That's definitely not a 4 area, but these baked clams. That's a good baked clams. I said this on the roast beef show. I keep a list of amazing bites on my phone. I might add those baked clams on that. That was a really good baked clam.
All right, now better meal overall is where?
I think both pastas were tasty. I like the pasta more.
I think
there.
the pasta is what holds it together, but
I think
the
pasta's
clams
more
here
there.
were better.
But the clams here were way better than those. So I'm gonna go fully better meal Cafe Napoli.
Okay.
And also, if I wanted to, they had the whole bakery. You couldn't even enjoy
you
the
could get
pastries.
dessert. For the baked clams, clear-cut winner, Cafe Napoli. Who would have known?
Clear cut. Like, I'm gonna go back in.
While he enjoys that, that's a healthy debate. We just settled it. Cafe Napoli over the staple, Umberto's Clam House. Who would have known? All right, let's take a break from the healthy debate. Baked clams review, me and Glenny checking it out. I want to tell you about DK Crown of the Week. This week's DK Crown of the Week goes to Big Cat. He's 1-0 in his Sunday parlays, and DraftKings is the best place for parlays, especially progressive parlays. DK Sportsbook is the place for parlays. We have regular parlays, progressive parlays, where customers can still win without hitting all their legs, same game parlays, and same game parlay X, where customers can combine multiple same game parlays. At DraftKings, however you parlay, you can parlay your way.